issues to do with what has been going on in NU, in the National Unity Platform. I do understand, Honorable Basalirwa, that you were a strong ally of people power. But when that metamorphosis came in, where people power was moving away from being people power to now becoming a party, you went silent.
On what?
We have not seen, what, in the others, what has been your level of participation in NU?
No, I'm not a member of NU.
I know you are not a member of NU,
Yes.
but what has been your involvement at that level? Because we did see you during people power.
Yes, I am people power. Yes. Because what you don't know is that people power began from Bugiri. So I am people power. The word people power was not in Chadondo, if you followed the election. The word people power was coined from Bugiri. When my brother, the Honorable Chagulanyi, came to Bugiri, he saw my poster. My poster had a slogan in Rusoga, Abantu na Amani. So he asked me what it means. I said it means people power. So the evolution or genesis of people power is Bugiri. And people power still exists as a pressure group. Now, some people in people power, out of strategy and agreement, have formed a political party called the National Unity Platform. And JEMA issued a formal statement congratulating the Honorable Bobby Wine and his colleagues for the formation of NUP. We welcome them into the world of political parties, and as we speak now, we are in the process of finalizing a formal memorandum of understanding between JEMA and NUP. The other thing you need to know is that even before NUP and People Power, when the Honorable Chagulanyi declared that he would be contesting for the presidency, JEMA was the first political party to say, we will be formally backing you. And that position has not changed. But you have to differentiate because they are internal party processes, which are an exclusive preserve of NUP. You want me, a JEMA person, to involve myself?
I don't want you to trade onto that line.
Yes.
I was seeking your an independent view of your silence into that matter. But now...
No, there is no silence because I am not a member.
It's okay. Not from an independent point of view, what do you make of the legal gymnastics that are playing out to do with the ownership of NUP, where we are seeing somebody claiming that it was his party and was not settled out financially.
But you want to go that way? Won't you bring problems for our TV station? Because you see, that matter is sub judice. And me as a professional lawyer, I don't want to cause you problems and to cause my TV station problems. But what I can only say is that the matter is being competently handled by the legal team of the Honorable Bobby Wine, NUP's lawyers led by very seasoned lawyer, the Honorable Medad Segona. So we can only allow the court process to proceed. And tomorrow there is a court session, which I'm very sure STV will be there to report. And you were asking my involvement. Tomorrow I'll be in a court, okay, for that court case.
As a lawyer on the other side.
As one of the lawyers. So I wouldn't want us to delve into that matter, especially the statements running around, because they touch on the merits of that case, and we should respect the sub judice rule.
Well, Honorable Muyo,
yes.
From your independent thought, what do you make of the closing out the fizzling out, the technical fizzling out of prominent singer Moses Jose Camillo from a bid that he wanted to be the Lord Mayor of Kampala on carrying a flag of NUP.
Well, as you said, my view, first we should respect the decisions of independent political organizations. From what I gathered from the media, is that there was an internal process within NUP, and the internal processes returned one of their members as the flag bearer for Kampala, and that was the process. And if one of the singers you are referring to was dissatisfied with the process which he subjected himself to, you know, there is a legal process which we call submission. When you submit to the jurisdiction of an organization, that means you submit to the internal mechanisms, and this is what Joseph Mayanja did by submitting himself to an organization, and he was bound to accept the outcome. I've not heard him say that he was complaining about the manner in which the processes were carried, and it is my humble view that we respect the internal processes of an organization to which someone submitted. That's what I would say. I don't want to go into their internal democracy, the way they understand it. Because you see, for your information, and me and the Honorable Ambassador were on the Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee, government presented the rules, the guidelines which were supposed to follow under the COVID situation. And those rules were to the effect that we're empowering political parties go and come up with mechanisms of practicing democracy in the circumstances of COVID. So if in NUP, in their wisdom, they chose that vetting is going to be one of the processes which they're going to use. And also respecting that the young party, they did not want to look like any other, and the results returned, they came out the way they are. I respect their decision, and I would wish them well. As to whether another person, of course, stand up, I've also read in the media that NUP has called for expression of interest of other contenders. And if Jose Camillo has called, is interested still in running on the ticket of NUP, they have presented another opportunity for him. Who knows that he may turn out to be the best candidate and may be returned as the candidate. So I would only, as a member of Alliance for National Transformation, I would only wish them well, that actually, because at least on our part, we don't regard any other political party to be a competitor.
Well, others have been arguing that this was an inside job.
Which one?
To technically kick out Jose Camillo.
Yeah, I think that is a part of the journalistic waffle. Because in as far as I deduce from what I've laid my hands and eyes on, I saw there was a due process, to which I have not heard Jose challenging. You know, there's what we call submission. I told you in law that if you submit to a process.
There was a due process that you are saying you would not be seeing Jose Camillo spitting fire.
No. Sebastian, Timothy, you see, I'll give an example. If there's a process, if you are dissatisfied with the process, you appeal. You understand? Because you see, as bystanders, because I'm also not a member of NUP, just like my brother, but at least I've been keenly following the processes as they have been going on. I've not heard Jose coming up to pass call on the process. Because that person would return one person, not two. You understand? It is the media which you have been trying to insinuate. You understand that there is a problem in NUP at that level. But at least from an independent point of view, as you knew that I have the power to make independent opinion, I have not seen a problem. And I'm very sure my brother Jose Kamel is going to make a resubmission for his bid, and the NOP will consider and then announce whoever will be the winner according to their internal processes as per the guidelines we made for them.
Honorable Basalirwa, we do understand that the talk in the public and what we gather from around noon. We do understand that there are high-level talks among opposition forces to maintain the old guards in the position that they have been holding through relegating or ejecting out those whom they deem to be either incompetent, either spies, and so on and so forth.
I think you are being unfair to us. NUP has a spokesperson. I think fairness demands that some of the issues you're raising
are there high-level talks among opposition parties?
Yeah, but what you are asking, what you asked earlier and this are two different things. If you are talking about talks, high-level talks, they are there, and I'm part of them as a leader of a political party.
Would you mind sharing with
No, and even this morning I was sharing with one of the media organizations. There are discussions going on to try and have consensus around electoral matters. And as, for example, chairman of IPOD, I know that discussions are going on, even with the colleagues outside the IPOD framework. I'll tell you, for example, I have had discussions with General Muntu. I'll tell you I've had discussions with the Honorable Patrick Ambriat. I have had discussions with the Honorable John Ken Buchambs the man. I have had discussions with the Honorable Robert Chagulanyi. I have had discussions with the Honorable Chairman Norbert Mam. So discussions are on. And the objective is just to develop consensus on key electoral issues as we move towards the 2021 election. So at that level, I think there is nothing to hide. Because whatever, these discussions are not illegal. We are not engaged in any subversive activity. And so the public should really get that information. The details and the outcomes shall also be known because the discussions are ongoing. So that is one aspect of your question. The second aspect, which I want to link with what Donald Paul Mwiru is saying, you say that there are plans in for all the guards to eject, is it what? Now, Timothy, I want you to be very careful because you know that some of us, and even Paul here, Honorable Paul Mwiru knows, we opposed. In Parliament, we did oppose. We even wrote a minority report. We were opposed to this issue of government coming up with the regulations to guide how internal party processes will be undertaken. We wrote a minority report, and you were there. We lost it on the floor. So we were opposed to creating a framework that would guide political parties on what to do and how to do it. We were opposed to that. Now, but we lost. Now what that meant is that political parties under this framework of COVID or this situation of COVID were given the liberty to adopt any internal processes that would enable them have candidates for elections. So you would use Zoom, you would use saturation of papers, you would do consensus, you would use vetting or any other process. And that's what political parties have been doing. Because practically you cannot hold a delegates conference. The atmosphere, the environment, even the regulations themselves don't allow. Okay. Nobody will permit you.
As we drive to the end of this program,
yes.
Just to Honorable Mwiru, we do understand that the party you subscribe to, the Alliance for National Transformation, has developed a cold feet. It's not fronting a presidential candidate. Why? We thought that you have all what it takes.
I will not privy to such information you are raising, but as a member of Alliance for National Transformation, we had the process which returned the General Mugisha Muntu as the flag bearer of Alliance for National Transformation. So I don't know what is the source of...
Are you going to field a presidential candidate?
I've told you we had the process which returned General Muntu as a flag bearer. This one did not be the presidential flag bearer. He did not become a presidential flag bearer not to participate into the 2021 general election. What we were open to as an organization was the engagement with other political parties or other stakeholders to see whether we can work together in terms of cooperation, to see whether we can have a joint candidate, all of us, that's at presidential and other levels. And that is still open to Alliance for National Transformation. Maybe that's what you misconstrued to meaning developing a cold feet. But as far as we are concerned, we have candidates and respect from presidential to other levels, but very open to engaging with other stakeholders.
We have had your president in some forums saying that he's not planning for 2021, that he's planning for 2026.
In a rumor?
Not a rumor, it's on record.
Where?
So where he has been making statements.
Where?
On several press conferences, unless you have not been attending them.
No. Anyway, as an organization, we have a mode of communication, and I want to invite the public to treat such a statement with the contempt they deserve. As an organization, if we want to communicate, we have a spokesperson, and they will come out to issue any statement. But as far as we are concerned, we have a presidential candidate who went through the process, and that is General Mugisha Muntu. That, you take it from me.
Well, we wait to see how that's going to be playing out. Last word from you as we walk away from here. The president for JEMA, are we seeing you fielding candidates for MP in JEMA?
Yeah, the candidates are there. The processes are going on. And as we said, each party now has the liberty to choose how they will conduct their internal processes, because it's not possible to do it in the traditional way. There is this new normal, so those processes are going on. We just want to thank you and management for inviting us.
There is no democracy here. Our time has run out. We bring this matter to an end, and we thank you for being part of the show. And to the viewers, keep safe and stay home. Bye-bye.